Tonight, Student Senate is hosting President Miaoulis, who will answer questions from the student body. And plus, a special announcement from Student Body President Emma Morin.
Congratulations. Vice President Henry Siravo was sworn in as Student Body President per Senate bylaws after it was announced that Emma Morin will be stepping down from her position.
Let it be noted that this decision did not come lightly, as she enjoyed her time as Student Body President and being a representative of the student body.
President Miaoulis then explained that the furloughs were the most effective and fair way to close the $3.5 million deficit. He said the RWU doesn't have the same luxuries as bigger universities and can't rely on endowments or federal grants.
Any decline in enrollment affects significantly our income. Roger Williams, we don't have the luxury that big universities have to draw some more of the endowment or apply more for research grants. Well, unfortunately, we do not have that flexibility. So it's either raise tuition or try to get more students. We always try to get more students, or cut expenses.
Reporter Ryan Robertson asked Miaoulis what it would take for a president to lose the authority to lead if the recent no-confidence vote from the faculty wasn't enough. Instead, the president focused on Robertson's context before the question.
I've had multiple professors express to me this semester that they feel as if you've disappeared. For students, your last contact with them ended at the rally where they asked questions such as, why don't you take a month-long furlough, that you are not living paycheck to paycheck like the other professors, that they don't want to see you drinking at the lobster pot.
Even the fact that these issues are brought up in the classroom is just totally inappropriate in my mind. I mean, there are some ridiculous things like the lobster pot, and what does that have to do with the furlough?
Senator Inaya Arroyo asked if other options have been explored before deciding on the furlough, and if the union had any say.
Was there any consulting with unions before making this larger decision? What did that consultation process look like? And if they were not consulted, why were they not consulted?
If you're in a union, you're labor. And if you're labor, you cannot be engaged in management decisions.
Miaoulis made it clear that many ideas had been discussed and explained how RWU had done layoffs in the past but did not want to do it again. He also didn't want to raise tuition for students.
We thought that it's much more effective and fair to have everybody, me and the administration, everybody, get a relatively small pay cut, less than 2%, then have somebody lose their job.
Many students did not seem satisfied with the president's answers, including Audrey Dolahan, who didn't hold in her expressions during the meeting.
They make me feel how they usually feel, which is that he never really answered the question. I was there for the student protest as well as this. His answers are long-winded, bunch of mumbo-jumbo that I don't think actually answers any of the students' questions. I think what he says a lot about the unions is really shocking. I don't like the language that he uses against the unions. I don't like the language that he uses against the faculty, saying that it's inappropriate for us to be talking to our faculty about this. Roger Williams, I think the thing is like, what is it, 12-to-1 student-faculty ratio or something small like that. These are some of, I mean, I talk to my professors about almost anything and everything. I'm going to talk to them about this, and they're going to talk to me about it, and that's how it is, and it's not inappropriate. It's transparency, which they are providing us, and he's not.
Even though Siravo was just sworn in as student body president, he has a lot of confidence in taking on the position.
This has been a long transition process, longer than people realize. I'm so lucky to have a great e-board, a great Senate, great org leaders, and obviously our wonderful advisor, Adrian. So I feel totally confident, totally prepared.
Despite the way some students felt, Siravo thought that having Miaoulis talk to the students was a good first step towards a more transparent administration.
I mean, he came in swinging, right? Which is what I was expecting. I'm appreciative that he came in. We're going to talk to him more as a Senate e-board, and I hope to have him in at least one other time this semester. Transparency is a big thing that we care about, and every step towards more transparent administration is better.
Siravo understands that students weren't satisfied with Miaoulis' answers, but is also confident that this is only the beginning of a bigger conversation.
This is the first time a lot of students are seeing him, respect to what he's doing, but this is the first time he's been on campus since the protest, which I was at. So You can't blame students for feeling frustrated, and I think the only way to heal that pain that we have is by seeing him more, talking to him more, talking to his cabinet more, and getting honest answers, even if they're not popular. Getting the honest, straightforward answers. So hopefully he will continue that conversation with Senate, other orgs, and other groups.
I'm Brianna Frissora, and that's The Scoop.